Hello everyone and welcome to our Monday Night Lives. We are back for, it's not actually a cook along today, it is demonstration of our new cutter attachment. So I'm actually cooking a pumpkin and feta pie, but we're going to be using the cutter attachment, so we can all just have a bit of a look at that. Hi Diane, how are you? Hi Dawn, I know Dawn's very keen to know about the cutter. So yes, it's a bit of an exciting one today. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer for a few people to come in. Hi Vicky, oh thank you for the hearts, that's lovely to see. So yeah, so what we're going to be doing is making the pumpkin and feta tart. Hi Mel, hi Catherine, how are you? And then while that cooks, hi Anne, I'm going to be putting the cutter through its paces, and we will be slicing and grating things like lemon, potatoes, onion, apple, cheese, just all sorts of things. Yeah, and we'll see how that goes. Hi Kirsten, how are you? Hey Kirsten, do you have this attachment, the cutter, in Germany? I know you guys always get everything first. Hi Marlene, hi Nolene, oh it's so good to be back. Hello Annette, it's lovely. Okay, so I'm going to get this underway so that we can get on to the fun stuff. Okay, so first of all I'm just going to grab my pie dish and some spray. So we're cooking the pumpkin feta pie first. We need to use the cutter attachment for the pumpkin pie, so that's where we're going to start. So this is a recipe, I made this one years and years ago. I developed this recipe and I had to do it with a mandolin, and it was a challenge. It took me a long time to get all the pumpkin on and organised, and I made it again today just to double check the recipe because it's been ages since I've made it, and it was so super easy. Oh, Jane said she made it awesome. Jan said she made it awesome. We have the cutter only from July to buy. July, so tell me, Kirsten, do you mean you can buy the cutter now or you can't buy the cutter now? Because this is something I want to talk to everybody about.
So she's obviously got another model from another company.
So, Kirsten, the Thermomix brand cutter, are you able to buy that yet in Germany, given that it's a German product? That's what I was wanting to know. I'm just going to trim this around. My cooking is secondary today. It's all about the cutter experience. Oh, Happy New Year, Catherine. Lovely to see you from New Zealand. Are you guys getting the cutter as well? I don't really know that actually. So I'm just doing a bit of a double layer of pastry around the side because I do like a bit of pastry with my tart. And also, like Brett says, he and the kids do as well. Super. I'm missing a bit of... oh my God, Kirsten. Okay, so that's really interesting. So this is something I want to talk to people about. We won't... I've got the cutter. I'm one of very, very few people in Australia that actually has the cutter. There hasn't been very many come into the country yet. And the only way we're going to be able to get them as a consumer, as a customer, is if we're hosting a demo, we can get one for free if somebody buys at your demo, or if you host a demo and what am I trying to say? And two people turn up at your demo, at your virtual demo. We only do virtual demos at the moment. If two people turn up at your demo that are interested in the Thermomix, then you get a discount code and the ability to actually purchase a cutter. So I'm actually really surprised that even in Germany, they won't be able to buy it in their shop until July, because I've been hearing whispers, well, nobody knows what's going on, but I actually thought it'd be earlier than that in Australia. But if Germany's not going to get it until July, I can't imagine we're going to get it any earlier than that. So you have
in Switzerland,
yes,
exactly the same as us. You cannot buy it yet,
oh,
but you get it as a gift if you organise a party.
Wonderful. Okay, so Switzerland is the same. Karen says you can only get hold of it if you host a party. Now we do host virtual parties because I know nobody's got time to clean up the house and have friends around and serve drinks and do everything that goes along with a party. So we do virtual parties. So that means that you just have to sit, watch me do some cooking, invite two people that you think might like to see the Thermomix, which actually helps my business. So I'm really happy when people do that for me. Yeah, and then you get a discount code and a coupon code that actually lets you purchase. Plus, if you choose your friends well and they buy a Thermomix, then you actually get it for free, which I think is fabulous. Hi, Rosalind, how are you? So many people see on here. Okay, so I'm just going to bake this blind, which means I've got my baking beads and my baking paper. So I want to bake this blind because otherwise when I put this moist filling in, we're going to have, it may not cook and crisp and brown the way we want it. So I'm just going to fold that down so we do get some browning, but I don't want the puff pastry to puff up everywhere. Okay, so that's what it's looking like at the moment. We are going to, did I miss much, Verity? Hello, Verity, nice to see you. No, I'm just popping some pastry into the oven and baking it blind. And now we are about to have a look at the cutter. So this is only our first look at the cutter, so you haven't missed anything. Hi, Sue. So this is what the cutter looks like. Now we're going to use the cutter to do the pumpkin in the pumpkin and feta pie. And then once I get the pie organised, we're also going to use the cutter to slice things like lemons, apple, coleslaw stuff. We're going to grate, we're going to do lots and lots of things. Anything that I can put through this machine, I'm putting through it. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm surprised they trusted me to be one of the first ones to use it. No, I'm not surprised really. I can be very sensible. Okay, first thing, we need to pop this little doobie in. So this is our drive shaft. And when you put it in exactly the same way as you put in your butterfly. Oh, thank you for the hearts, everybody, it's lovely. Okay, so we put it in exactly the way we do with the butterfly, which is that we miss where the blades are, and you'll feel that it only has one spot. That it will go in. Can you hear that? Okay. Oh, Maureen says this is her first live and she's loving her Thermomix. So, and she wished she had purchased it earlier. Oh, the amount of people that say that, that's so fabulous. I love hearing it. Okay, so we've got our drive shaft in. So that's really simple, just the same as putting in a butterfly. And then we've got this. Now the bowl means that the Thermomix bowl is not going to get dirty, which I love because you don't have anything extra to clean up. So that goes in there, like that-ish. We'll say like that. I think it's like that. Now we've got the blade. Now on the blade we have a little symbol that says whether it's slicing or whether it's grating. Now for my pumpkin I need slices, so that means I have to go slice up. So I'm just popping that on there. I actually prefer to do it on here first because then And then we go on there. Yep, looks like I've done the right thing. Like it when a plan comes together. Okay, so there we go. That's all there is to it. It's really not difficult. We can move this lid aside. And we're ready to do some slicing. Now, if we slice in the forward momentum, we get thick pieces. If we do the reverse blade, we get thin pieces. So thick pieces is the size for a potato bake, and thin pieces is the size you might want to do some Parmesan cheese or something like that. So I'm going to do the thick slices first. So we've got some pumpkin here. I've probably got a lot more than what I actually need, but that's okay. I was getting a little bit carried away. So what we do is, this is butternut pumpkin. So I thought it's fairly, it's going to give me a nice even slice for my pie. So what we do is we just turn the speed selector. So tap on the dial that is the blade speed, and we are literally just going to put it on speed 4. So turning to speed 4. It's been good. Okay, that was it. That was very quick. Let's see what it looks like. Is anybody else as amazed as I was? Like, that's 3 pumpkins, 3 butternut, three butternut pumpkins. That's right, 6 halves. Oh, lucky I didn't buy any more pumpkin.
Holy.
Brett's amazed. Check it out. How good is that now? How long would have that taken you to slice up? I reckon that would have been a fair while. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tip this all into here, because we're going to use this to make a really nice pattern on our tart. I'm a messer today. So what do you think? Wow, such quick work, Yvonne says. Yes, it is. Woohoo, that looks great. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, Marisa said, woohoo, it looks great. Yvonne, wow, such quick work.
I know.
Merle, brilliant.
Yeah.
Jan, fabulous. Dawn, smile.
Okay, so I'm just going to pop this out of the way. Now, so for this recipe, I would use the butternut pumpkin, because we had nice long straight pieces. So it was really, really easy to do. And we got nice wedges. So I'm just going to rinse this, because that's all we're going to need to do.
Just to let everyone know, there's so many new names. It is so good.
Yeah. So Brett just says there's so many new names, and like it's so good to see all the old names as well, because it's been so long. It feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Yeah. But then all the new names as well, and Maria says she likes it a lot. Okay, so in case I was a little bit confusing before, this cutter it has arrived in Australia, obviously. Not very many people have it. I was very lucky. I earned mine early, so I do have my cutter at the moment, which is great. And I better rinse this one as well. So the only way we can get a cutter at the moment is as a host reward. Okay, now who knows what a host reward is? Can somebody write in the chat what a host reward is, how you get a host reward? Just want to see what people think. Because sometimes as a consultant, we think that everybody understands our terminology, and I just don't know if people know. So host reward, anybody? No? Okay. So a host reward, yeah, having a demo. But having a demo has changed a lot. So having a demo now means that, well, for instance, next Sunday at 6:30, I'm coming on Zoom, and I will have probably about 10 people who are hosts of my demo. So that just means that they've invited 2 friends that are interested in the Thermomix to go onto Zoom for, yeah, it's an online party. That's exactly right, Sharon. Yep, awesome. Yeah, so that's exactly it. So your friend doesn't have to be with you at your house. You don't have to be with them. Just so long as 2 people that are interested in the Thermomix come along and have registered for Zoom, because you have to register for Zoom, and come along with you, then you're actually eligible straight away for a discount coupon for the cutter. And basically that's the only way of getting it. Now, I am so happy that last week I had a virtual cooking experience, and I was able to give away some free cutters, because the people who hosted, they actually brought along some friends who had been talking about buying a Thermomix, and because they knew that their friends were interested, they said, well, we'll come along to this, and they were able to get a coupon for a free Thermomix cutter. So it's so fabulous. It just makes my day to be able to give stuff away for free. So, okay. Now, we've seen how we just sliced the before I make, because we've got to wait on this, the pie base. So, I'm going to...
Question?
Oh, yeah, question?
Gemma, she's got a TM31.
Yes, doesn't fit. The bowl size...
Let me repeat the question.
Oh, okay. So, with the TM31, the bowl size is different to the TM6 and the TM5, but the good news is this will fit in the TM5, and you can use it. Catherine says she wants one. Yeah, so I'm sorry, the TM31 has a different bowl size, so it just won't work with it. But the TM5 is fine. Okay, so what are we going to slice? I'm thinking that my husband's probably going to have a beer later on, and he might want a wedge of lime. Yep.
French Penny.
French Penny?
She's
Yep.
back.
Oh,
She says hi.
hey, French Penny, how are you? Now, I'm not sure if we want to thin... Actually, do you know what? I'm going to start with... Got to change my mind all the time, don't I? Okay, I'm going to change my mind, and I'm going to do a really thin slice of Parmesan. So I'm just nice and thin, how you would have... Oh, hi, Scott. How are you? It's thin, the way that you would do it if you're just wanting to have like a shaved Parmesan. So we want to tap the blade speed in the middle where the picture of the blade is, and that's going to reverse the blade. So I'm just going to now turn it on to speed 4, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, I hope I had that on slice and not grate, but okay, let's take a look. Ah, damn it. Perfect. A really, really fine grate. So it was on reverse mode, so that's a really fine grate. It's actually beautiful. I reckon that's pretty beautiful, but it's not what I was trying to do. Hi Celeste, how are you? Wow, that is really neat. Okay.
That's really good.
Oh my God, that is just so... Carrot done like that would just be amazing on a salad sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So good. Now, I might actually try, and this time we might grate just normal tasty cheese, but on the thicker grate. Do we want thicker grate or?
Yeah, kids will have it on, melted on something.
Yeah, so this is not going to be like a grate that, anyway, I'm not going to, okay. So we're going to turn the reverse blade off, and so this is the normal grate. So it's kind of more like matchsticks is my understanding of it, but I think we'll try it with cheese first. So I'm popping that in and turning on to 4. Turned off. Let's see what we've got here. Wow. Okay. That's great. I like that. So this is
that'd be great for pasta.
well, yeah, it's
or melting on
for melting on potato, anything really. Yeah, so it's a slightly bigger grate, and yeah, I mean I'd put that on pizza as well because I like the fact that it's you can just put a few big bits on and yeah. But anyway, so that's that one. Pop this over here. Now I do want to slice, but I've got the wrong bit for the slice. So what else are we grating? Let's grate some carrot. If you want to put anything in the chat that you're particularly interested in, if I can do it, I will.
See what we got in the fridge.
See what we've got in the fridge, yeah, that's it. Nothing like being impromptu. Okay, so what don't we mind? Okay, so we're going to, I'd like to slice this cheese and see what it works out like. So I'm going to turn this blade around. Probably should take some of this out. Super. Oh, I'm a messy cook today. Okay, so this is going to be thick sliced. And see how we go. Pop it in that way. And speed 4. Forgot how to turn the machine off. Okay, so like I said, I'm doing a virtual cooking experience on Sunday night at 6:30, and that is a cooking experience where we showcase the Thermomix. It's not to show the cutter attachment, it's just to showcase the Thermomix to people who haven't seen the Thermomix before. So we'll be cooking our usual recipes that you would have seen when you purchased your Thermomix as well. Now I have to show you this.
Sorry, Anna and Michael asked, do you have a price for when we can buy the cutter?
I do. Okay, so here are the slices for our cheese. So that's actually really nifty. That's so much easier and so much more even for sandwiches and things like that than what I would normally do. Okay, and now we're going to try, and I really wished I hadn't have grated that other bit of Parmesan, but I'm going to try and slice this very finely. Okay, pricing. So now let me think. Okay, on the host reward flyer, I've got to work out how to word this properly so that I'm giving you the right information. So on the host reward flyer that we have for our hosts, it says that the recommended retail value of this cutter is, I think, $199 or $198. So the fact that they're saying $199 is the value that it is, means to me that when it comes on sale, it will. So that's our best guess at the pricing. Now, when you host a demo, with two people registered and attending, you actually get not only the right to buy it ahead of everybody, but you also get a discount coupon. And I think the coupon takes like $30 or $40 off the price, as well as allowing you to buy it early. So that's what we know so far. Okay, so I've popped that in, and that's the Parmesan it's only a tiny bit. So I'm going to tap on the reverse. I've got a dirty Thermomix now. Tap on the reverse and turn it to speed 4. I was lifting that up. Okay, so that was only a tiny piece of Parmesan, so I'm really not sure how that's going to. Do I think NDIS will? Okay, so Laura said she's new here. I'm an NDIS participant. Do you think NDIS will fund a TM6? I have had quite a few TM6s funded by NDIS, and I'm actually an NDIS approved consultant, so I can talk to you about that later. But yes, the answer is yes, I think depending on what your needs are and what your plan says, absolutely. And something like this would be excellent as an attachment as well. So this is the very fine slice that you get. So this is Parmesan that I've sliced really finely. Like you can actually almost see through that, it's so fine, which is fabulous. Running out of containers to pop this in. Okay. So anything else we want to see? Yeah, that's exactly right. It depends on what's included in your plan. So if your plan is to say eat healthier food or learn how to cook or anything like that, then you know you're very likely to. If your plan is to get out and socialise and that's what's in your plan, then it's not likely. So it does depend on a lot of things, but I can talk to you about that individually, and it's something that can also be altered when you alter your plan as well. But back to our new little machine. Oh, I better check the pie. I've forgotten about the pie. 1 second. Okay, so the crust is starting to look good. It's about halfway done, and about halfway through, I actually like to pull out the pie weights. And hopefully I won't burn myself. Yeah, so that the bottom actually gets a little bit more browned. So don't let me forget about that one, because if anyone knows me, they will know that I will. Okay, what I'm going to do is, sorry, have I missed any questions?
No. Catherine asked what NDIS is.
Oh, okay. Have answered.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to show everybody my bowl. So this is the bowl. There we go.
Oh, I'm glad you did.
So it's nice and clean. There's absolutely nothing that needs to be done. So, you know, if that's all I was going to be doing with my Thermomix, all I have to do, take my drive shaft out, pop this on, and job done. That's dirty, and this is, sorry, that's clean, this is dirty. Can we do cabbage? Hi Mia, how are you? Mia's got a beautiful little chihuahua like we do. Don't you, Mia? I remember, every time I see your name, I remember, oh, Mia's got a gorgeous chihuahua and she cooks beautiful desserts. Am I right, Mia? Is that right? Has she answered me, or is she embarrassed?
I have two actually.
Two? I forgot.
And Betty, I'm thinking Betty Haywood also says she has a chihuahua.
Oh, we're going to have a chihuahua. We're going to have a chihuahua club if Betty's got one too. I'm going to have to show you my little girl. Where is she? She's on she's on the chair. She always sits nearby where she can keep her eye on me. Okay, so I just want to get a bit of the cheese flavour out, because we are actually going to be using all this food. It looks like I'm going to be cooking quite a bit in the near future. And whatever I'm cooking looks like it's going to be cheesy, because that's a couple of blocks of cheese. Okay. So again, doesn't really matter if it's wet or anything like that, because nothing's touching the prongs, the underneath prongs. Okay, we've got our drive shaft.
Question.
Yeah.
Kathy Wise. Kathy's just arrived.
Yes.
Sorry, I've arrived late.
Yep.
How many blades does the attachment come with?
Okay, so we have one blade here, and each side does something different. So this side here, it says that it's going to slice, and this side here, it says that it's going to grate. Now, if you are in the forward position of your blade, it will slice 4mm slices. If you're in the reverse position on your blade speed, it will be a 1mm slice. Now, if we turn it over and we go forward position grating, you'll get... I've done that before. My phone ring on a thing. Okay, so that is a chunky grate. So chunky grate is when we're going forward, and this is a fine grate when we're on backwards blade. So we have 4 different capabilities of the machine, but just the one blade. And Mel says it's on her wish list. Well, do you know what? I want everyone to get one for free. That's my aim. So start talking about the Thermomix, and there could be a free one in your near future. Okay, so we're going to do cabbage, which is great because I actually want more coleslaw in the fridge.
Laura asked,
yep.
Is it hard to clean?
Did you just see me do that there? All I did is rinse it. Tell you what, I'm going to do the cabbage and then I'm going to do some fruit. So I don't really want my fruit to taste like cabbage. So why don't I clean it again? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've got my cabbage, and I'm going to ask Brett to do me a favour and grab one of the Tupperware containers that I usually put salad in, because this is going to just turn into a salad. Okay, so that just fits in there. And I'm going to turn this... Are we doing a... I'm not going to do a fine, am I? Fine slice, not fine slice. I'll do one fine and one not fine. Okay, so we're going to go... Where did I put my plunger? Probably left it in the sink. I did. Okay, so we will turn it to speed 4. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I think I only need one. It's not a big coleslaw. Okay, so that was on the thicker slice. And leave it in there. And this is how it's turned out. So perfect for cabbage, for coleslaw. If you can see that. Awesome. Coleslaw is one of our favourite things, salads to have, but we've been doing it in the little chops. Don't worry, Laura, I'm happy for all of the questions. I actually love the fact that we're getting interaction and questions on this. It's fabulous. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this one through on the fine shred. And I think it's probably going to be too fine for a coleslaw, but let's just see. Oh, hang on. That was the fine shred. Yeah, I can see that because it's actually 1 millimetre thick. So let's do it on a not fine shred. Might be too thick. Now what did I do with the plunger? Oh. Oh, I'm a special kind of person. Okay, put it on 4. And press down. Need this so bad, but all her friends already have a Thermomix. Yes, I can understand that. Yeah, maybe you're going to have to bring a cake into work or something that you cooked in your Thermomix, or spread the net a little bit wider. Okay, so then this is probably now, it's a coarse one. This is probably how I would chop it if I was being lazy for a coleslaw. So I think the finer chop is nicer for a coleslaw, but there we go. It's all like that. Oh, Lynn, don't worry, you haven't missed it yet. I'm still having some fun here. Okay, so we've just grated the coleslaw. I better keep checking that pie because I'm supposed to actually be cooking a pie as well. I think I might... We'll just do the coleslaw and then I'll do that. Okay, so now we are going to do our... I'm going to turn this to fine. So we just tap the blade speed and that goes into reverse. And then we pop the that in, and we are going to put the plunger in and turn to speed 4. Okay. Of course, yeah, you're absolutely right. Chow mein. Yeah, that would be great. And maybe, and with the, with carrot too. Oh, how good does this look? It's so nice and fine. That looks so good. Awesome. Okay. So I've got more coleslaw stuff to do, but I'm not going to run out of room. So what?
That looks great.
I know, how good does it look? So I'm just going to pop this in here. So I'm going to do just a little bit more white cabbage, and then we'll do carrot. We'll grate some carrot. Okay, so everybody, have we been on long enough to know how we get the cutter? So it's only available, all the friends either have one already or are not interested. Yeah, I get that. But it will be available. It's just not, they're so rare at the moment is the reason why they're doing this.
Laura asked, does this thermo have the Cookadoo recipes?
Sorry?
Laura asked, does the Thermomix have
Oh yeah, so this is the TM6, and it has Cookadoo attached for guided recipes. Okay, so there's our pie base, because we are doing a recipe. I'm just having a bit of fun. Okay, and we are making a pumpkin and feta tart as well. So I'm just going to put this up to, oops.
How many recipes on Cookadoo?
Oh, 70,000 guided cooking recipes. Okay. Can I be a host for a virtual party if you're in New Zealand? Okay, so, oh, there's another bit of cabbage. Gee, it's everywhere. If your guests are Australian, yes, you can, I think is the answer. If there's no sales, that's right, you can still buy it for $159 as long as 2 other households are registered. That's exactly right, Mia. Thank you for explaining that. I'm not always seeing the questions that are coming up. So, yeah, feel free to let people know. But yeah, so yeah, even if they don't know, it's really funny. As a consultant, I often go to demos where there might be 5 or 6 people there, and the host will say, oh, well, so-and-so won't get one, and so-and-so's husband won't let her get one, but she might and she might. And then as it turns out, it's always the other way around. So you just never know who it's going to mean enough to, who can see. Yeah, so who can see the value in the Thermomix. So that's just something you never quite know as a consultant or as a friend. Okay, so now we've turned it around and I'm going to grate.
Does it julienne?
It does matchsticks. So let me think. So that's a slice. So we'll have to do a slice in a second. So let me see how I can do that. Check your pad. Oh, pad thai.
Pastry.
Oh, pastry. Yes, I pulled the pastry out. We're all good. And thank you, Mia. And I've turned the thing down, and I will just keep on going really quickly. So we're going to do our carrot for our coleslaw. So I'm just going to put it on a larger slice first, larger grate, sorry, first. Turning it up to speed 4. I won't do all of that.
Kathy Wise asked, did you use the old Thermomix pie weights? I've just bought a set off an ex-consultant, but yet to use them.
I am using the Thermomix pie weights. I don't think they're old though. They're just still in the mix shop.
Thermomix pie weights.
Yeah, so I am using the Thermomix pie weights. They're available in the mix shop. So this is a coarse grate, and I probably wouldn't do a coarse grate for my coleslaw. I think I might do a fine grate. So let's just pop this one in for a fine grate. So to make it a fine grate, we just tap on the blade speed, the blade, and it's now reverse blade. And we are turning to speed 4. Whoops, that was... Okay. Getting a bit carried away here, aren't I? That's okay. I'm actually doing all of our cooking prep in one go because we are going to do a coleslaw with this. Now this is much nicer.
Oh, that's really
that is for... Yeah, Laura says she can see how it would help with daily life. Well, that's it, because this is going to be a massive big coleslaw. I'm halfway through making a pumpkin and feta pie, and by the time I finish, we're also going to have a potato bake that's ready to go. Okay, so Laura also... Oh, thank you, Mia. Can you make mince with it? No, Nolene, mince is easy to make just in your Thermomix. You just freeze steak and then just pop it into your Thermomix and mush it up. So it's all good. The old pie weights were like a spiral. They were too. No, the new ones are just released. So just separate. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you how to clean it. Except my dirty hands. The bowl has stayed clean, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to pop the drive shaft back in because we will do a little bit more. Should I do more? Okay, I'm just going to finish off our pie first. So just forgive me. Take the drive shaft out and I'll just pop this here so that it can rinse while we do that. And I chose the easiest recipe that I possibly could that demonstrated slicing for the Thermomix. So I'm just going to clean that. Okay, so now what we're doing for our feta pie is we are popping some garlic, 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, and we are chopping it for 3 seconds. Yep. Super. We are adding this recipe, by the way, is actually on my website. It's one that I developed in 2016 for another website, and I've now adjusted it for Thermomix. So we've got some garlic powder, we've got some chicken stock, which is actually a vegetarian chicken stock, salt and pepper. So we're just going to pop that in. We're going to add 100 grams of feta, and I'm going to turn the scales on. So I'm just going to try and clean my hands because I'm putting dirty hands all over my machine. Okay, so sliding across to scales, tapping my scales on, and we are going to add 400 grams of cream. That'll do. And 6 eggs. God, I'm going to be cracking for a while. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it is speed 5, I think, for 20 seconds. So X out of our scales, tap on our home, speed, 20 seconds, and speed 5. that's okay. I am still doing the pie and showing off the cutter attachment. So at the moment I've baked blind this pie, so it's looking pretty good. And now all we're going to do is really quickly and really roughly go around with our pumpkin slices. Now don't worry if they're falling over to start off with, because as we put more layers we'll actually push them up so that they do stand up. But the first layers are actually the hardest layers, and then from there it just starts getting easier and easier and quicker going around. I've got a child sneaking in to the house.
Oh, and it asked to use tasty cheese instead of feta.
Yes, you can, and I was actually thinking that I also might put some of the shaved parmesan in this one as well, because hey, cheese is, you know, you can't have too much cheese, I don't think. Okay, so I'm trying to use the most even slices first, because as you get into the centre, you're actually going to want smaller pieces and uneven pieces to fill in gaps. So, whereas on the outside, the bigger pieces are better. Yep. Do you know, I actually haven't forgot to double check how much pumpkin I was doing. I just did 3 pumpkins. So we're going to be having a lot of pumpkin over the next couple of days, I would say. Okay. Now it might seem like I'm not going to get anywhere, but you actually get somewhere quite quickly, and it starts filling in nicely. Look, can you bring Chloe over here? I've got Mia on the live, and she's got 2 chihuahuas, and Betty's got a chihuahua as well. And hello. Oh, hello.
Is there any of this?
You get in more.
Right in the picture.
Is
There
there
you
any of
go.
this to take?
Hey?
Is any of this to take? Am I able to sample any?
No, you can't sample anything just yet. I haven't cooked it all yet. Awesome. Okay, there we go. That's my little puppy, and she's definitely my dog. Everybody else thinks they only get a look in when I'm not around. So
She was just asleep.
yeah, she was asleep, but she was asleep on a comfy chair watching.
We got pumpkins and things.
I saw.
Okay, I am getting there. So even though I'm just throwing these down, it is actually starting to look pretty. I think it is. Anyway, I'll show you in a second. And I want to show you what we do to make sure that we don't over brown the sides. So you can use a pie tin that actually has sides if you like, because that'll make it look really nice as well. But you will need to cover the edges with some aluminium foil to make sure that it doesn't brown quicker than what the pumpkin will be cooking. Okay, so I'm getting there. I keep forgetting to do the one closest to me. Any questions, Brett?
No.
No?
No.
We'll be back on to showing you some more grating shortly. But yeah, it's a pretty nifty machine. Like literally, I received it probably a week ago, and yeah, thereabouts. And I haven't had time to actually go ahead and use it. So I only had my first go of it today, and you can see just how easy that was. I didn't. You don't really have to think too much about it. It's really simple to put it on fine or on thick. Oh, I'm almost through. Oh, I got an I love you from my 17-year-old boy, which is always nice. Okay. makes you feel like you're winning as a parent when your kids are that age and you're still getting smooches from them. Catherine says that I've definitely sold her on it. That's awesome, Catherine. You won't look back, honestly. It is just fabulous. Okay, so I'm pretty much at the centre. So all I'm doing now is just pushing the bits up if there were any bits that were laying down a bit too much. And now I'm looking for little bits in the middle to make it look pretty. But I don't really worry too much if the middle's not full of pumpkin because we'll be having cheese and things.
Annette Bloomfield,
yes?
Can you wash it in the dishwasher?
Yes, everything is dishwasher safe, so it is fabulous. You can, but having said that, unless you're using something oily, like it just rinses. So, I wouldn't even worry too much. Okay, so there is part of my pie done. So that's that. So I've got that, and now we are going to just sprinkle some feta over the top. And I am going to put a little bit more in the middle just because, just to make it taste nice where there isn't as much pumpkin.
Oh, Dawn said, did loving eyes.
Oh,
And tart.
thank you. Now, I just did one earlier just to double check it, and I cut my finger. So what I was doing before is I was actually putting some of the feta in under the layers, and what that does is stand some of the layers up, and it just gives it an even nicer fluted look as it cooks. But I'm only one-handed now because I cut myself. So it made my life a little bit harder.
So Janice said, did I need to purchase the machine for us to be able to purchase it?
No, they don't need to purchase, Janice. They just have to register for the cooking experience, and you and your two guests in your own homes just go to the cooking experience, and then you will end up with a voucher, a coupon, which allows you to pre-purchase. So you'll be first in to get the Thermomix, and you get a discount, and I think it's about $40 a discount off the off it as well. So it's a double whammy. You're the only one that can actually purchase, and you get it cheaper. So it's really good. But if you do find somebody who is interested in the Thermomix, maybe from work or from somewhere else, I know that Janice has referred just about every one of her friends to me. I think I might have sold, I can't even remember how many Thermomixes we've sold together, Janice. You could have become a consultant and earned a Thermomix by now. And that's another thing too. We're always offering that possibility too. So even if the reason somebody buys is because they want a side hustle, they want their own Thermomix business, I mean, that's also something that we encourage. 6 sales and you own a Thermomix for free. Okay, so we're just adding our filling now. So I'm just going gently because I don't want to mess up my pattern. I'm also trying to make sure that I go all the way through all these little layers.
Sally Smith totally forgot.
Sally, I'm so glad you're on. That's okay, we are not finished yet.
And we had other people keeping an eye on us for our pie.
Yeah, thank God Mia was there. I wouldn't want to burn a pie, especially in front of Mia. She does the most beautiful desserts. Okay, so that's almost full. So now what I want to show you is, because we've already baked this, which we needed to do, because if we didn't bake it blind, you'd end up with soggy pastry on the bottom. So all I'm going to do is just pop some alfoil around the sides, and that's going to make sure that the pastry doesn't brown on the sides any further. Okay. Yeah, so as soon as this goes in the oven, I am doing some lemon slices, and we're going to try and julienne some carrot, because I am curious as well, because that would be really handy, especially for things like your rice paper rolls and things like that. Okay, so that'll do me. I'm going to pop this back in the oven. I was just thinking, I haven't burnt myself yet today, and I haven't yet. I was thinking that's omen that I hadn't, but it wasn't. Okay, so now I've got to clean up my bowl because, actually no I don't. God, here's one I cleaned earlier. So we've got our, now Laura it was who asked how hard it is to clean. So I actually haven't really cleaned it. I've just rinsed it. That's what I'm looking for. So I've just rinsed the cabbage and that. So those pieces. Okay, so that's as easy as it is. Awesome. Okay, so now let's do some mucking around with this machine. Where did I put the drive shaft? I saw it. No, there it is. I knew I saw it from over there. Okay, so this is the drive shaft. Popping it in like a butterfly, it can only go in one place. Popping in our basket. So this collects all of what we're going to be grating. We don't need our lid, so that stays away. What did we say we were going to do? Matchsticks?
I thought you were going to do the lime for the beer, my lover.
Lemon for the beer. Okay, so again, we have it on slice, so I can see that it says slice. So slice goes up and pop. Okay, I like doing it this way better. That look hard? Okay, so honey, you want some slices. I probably cut this the wrong way, but anyway, we'll see how we go. So we're slicing, we want big slices. So I'm just going to pop that in there like that. And we put it on speed 4. Let's have a look. This is all new to me, so just so you know, I haven't played with this yet. Right. Maybe I had that on fine slice. Did I? Because it is a fine slice.
Oh, that is fine.
That is very fine.
That'll still be good in beer though. Needs it again.
Yeah, that's very fine. Maybe I did it on fine. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this. Apple. I might do it on apple and say do 1 on 1. So was reverse fine or was reverse? I knew a few minutes ago.
Still get under the lid.
Yeah, it's going to have apple, so that's all right. Let's try the reverse way and see what happens with the apple. Reverse blade. No, that's... Oh, you know those apple rosettes that you can do?
Wow.
That would be beautiful. How easy. So where you put it in, where you put it in a cupcake thing with apple, that would be really easy to do with that. Okay. So the other was thick, so let me just try. Actually, what I really want to do is some potatoes for a potato bake. So I've got my new potatoes here, and I am just going to pop them through. So we don't want it fine, we just want it normal slice. So speed 4. Let's take a look. Okay, so I should probably mention, since probably we've got all new people. Oh wow, how good is this? That was so simple. Since we've got all new people on, that we can get this as a host reward, and I am doing a virtual cooking experience for anyone who wants to get a cutter. The only way we can get it is by having a cooking experience. So these are our, so that was just a whole bag of new potatoes for a potato bake.
Sally Smith, does it tell you when it's full?
No, it doesn't. So that was just a whole bag of potatoes. So now I know that a whole bag of potatoes is about as much as what's going to fit in there. I'm sure, though, if I tried to press down and it didn't go, it would be because it's full. If you buy the slices, you get the basket too, or is that so? Oh no, you get everything you need.
All in one.
It's all in one. So yeah, it all comes together. You can't actually buy the slicer at the moment, the cutter. The cutter is only available to people who host a cooking experience for 2 interested people. So the way you do that is to just register for my Zoom on Sunday at 6:30 and invite 2 people who also register for the Zoom and who come along and take a look at the Thermomix and see what they think of the Thermomix TM6. So we'd love it to be, if your friend actually buys, you actually get this for free. So, you know, not only are you one of the first people in Australia to get this, and actually we've found out that even Germany, where this is developed, and Switzerland aren't actually going to be able to buy their cutter until July. So that's crazy. That's a long way off. So they're going to have it only available as a host reward until July. So there is a shortage of cutters, which is the reason why I think that it's going as a priority to those who are hosting.
So Maria asked, how much is the cutter when doing a cooking experience?
Okay, it's free, Maria, if somebody buys. If somebody doesn't buy, then you get a coupon code to purchase, and you get to purchase it at a discounted rate
$159.
of $159. So that's $40 off what they think will be recommended retail price when it is available to purchase in the mix shop. Will it ever be available, do you think? Yes, Sally, I do think it will be available, but I think it's going to be something that's more likely to be a little bit down the track, given that other countries who've had it longer than us still can't buy it. And I think it is just the matter of it being that there is a shortage on these. And it is something that we've been very lucky to get in Australia. I know that not every country actually has the cutter yet.
Oh, what a great message.
What's that, sorry?
Can you see it from Shirley?
No, I can't.
Shirley lives in the UAE.
Yes.
But we have wonderful consultants here, but she loves watching your cooking.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Shirley. I love knowing that that people are enjoying what I'm doing. It's yeah, and I love seeing all of the comments and questions as well. It really, it's really nice. Makes me feel like I'm doing something positive. Okay, so I'm just going to rinse this out because now I want to do a sweet potato layer. And like I said before, everything stays like pretty clean. So I'm just going to put this on, and I've got a sweet potato, and this will be on the just a normal speed 4. Super. There was another message that I was going to answer to. There was a question just after Shirley.
No.
No?
Maria said thank you.
Oh, Maria, okay.
And Sally asked, do you think will it ever be available? Yeah,
so it definitely will be. So, hubby, can you put up the link for our registration for the Zoom cooking experience?
Yeah, I've popped it up a lot.
Okay, and that one is on at 6:30 this Sunday night. So, definitely think about that if you would like to get a cutter. Because the only way we can get it at the moment is by registering for a cooking experience and having 2 friends register and come along as well. And just, as a side note, like I said earlier, I actually gave away 2 free Thermomix cutters last weekend when I did the hosting. So, it's so exciting when somebody actually gets something for free for hosting. So, think about who might be interested in seeing the Thermomix, who hasn't seen the Thermomix before, who's just got a busy life and who could benefit from having an extra set of hands in the kitchen. Okay, so there I'm doing my potato bake. I didn't quite have as much sweet potato as I thought, so I might just spread it all out like that. I'm going to add some of the slices of cheese.
Jesus, I'm going to have to be running around the block tomorrow.
Hubby thinks I'm trying to kill him. All the pastry and cheese that he's been getting, and
beer.
And never mind.
I have to drink beer with it now.
Oh, and he thinks he's got to drink beer because of the lemon. Yeah. Okay, so that's the thing. And just a bit of cream. And then in a sec I'll put some spices like some garlic and stuff as well. We might as well put a bit more of that. And I've got some leftover pumpkin to go on. Oh, Lynn, you love yours, I know, and you've referred so many people as well. Hi, Pauline, how are you? Hi, Di. So does anyone have any questions on how to get the cutter or what it does or how to do anything at all? Anything that you've been wondering? Did you put the timer on? No, Catherine, because you know what I'm like. No, I haven't put the timer on. I'll just have to watch it. Okay. Does everyone know? Sorry, my voice. Does everyone know that the Thermomix TM6 now has a timer function? So all we have to do is tap on this arrow here, if my Thermomix wasn't so dirty. So we are here. Anywhere we are, we just tap on that little arrow and it brings down a whole screen and it says timer. So here we can actually add a timer. And now we've got our timer function up. I can just turn. Yep, so that says 1 minute. I don't want 1 minute. I probably need about 50 minutes. So I've got 50 minutes on, and that says 2 hours, so we don't want 2 hours. So just 1 hour 50, no, okay. So now there we go, we've set a timer on our Thermomix. Can we see that? So it's counting down now 50 minutes. So yeah, that's the latest update to our TM6, getting that timer function. I know I've had a few people ask me about it because it used to be something that the TM5s actually had available. So yeah, so any questions? Did I miss any questions?
No.
No, we're all good.
No.
Anything anyone wants me to do before I say goodbye for another week? Oh, I need to tell you something. Oh my God, almost forgot. Next week, what we're cooking on our cook-along, you'll be able to cook with me, is we're making a garlic cream sauce that we can put on our pizza dough. So, so we're going to make, so you could use it with garlic prawns, or you could have it with garlic chicken and spinach or anything like that. But basically it's a white garlic sauce, creamy garlic sauce, and it's going to be for our pizzas. Now I'm going to cook the pizza in the Havana oven, but you can cook it in your regular oven. And yeah, so that's going to be our cook along next week at 6 o'clock. I'll get Brett to put up the event, and I'll put up a recipe in the next couple of days for you so that you know what you're going to need if you're going to cook along with me.
Katrina asked, can you still please show how to julienne carrots?
Oh, I did forget that, didn't I? So remember, Katrina, this is all new to me as well. So we're just going to have a go and see how it goes. So I'm just going to move this out of the way, and I've still got my carrot. So I'm thinking that we probably need to grab a chopping board. Ka-ching. Okay. Yeah. I'm probably going to have a better think about how to do it. But let's just give this a go. So I'm just going to go to speed 4. Yeah, I think this is probably not going to work. But anyway. I feel like I've seen them julienned though. So that's sliced it and then we could cut it, but that's not going to be any good. Okay, so we've got sliced carrot, doing it that way. So that's the sliced carrots, that's not going to work. Any thoughts, honey? Julienne. The only thing I can think of is having a big grate, but that's not really julienned.
It'd be like 2 mil long.
Yeah.
Carrot.
Okay, so just going to turn that around.
Terry said,
Yeah.
this will mean the end of my food processor that
I
I've been
know.
holding on to.
Yes, Sally, the blade does turn over, and yes, it will be the end. Brett actually killed my food processor, my favourite food
Oh, did I?
processor. Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Yep, you broke the whole bottom thing, I think it was. I don't know. And
Good thing I bought you a Thermomix.
yeah, so yeah, well, that's it. He bought me a Thermomix. He actually bought me a dud food processor after that, and then I think the Thermomix. So we want large, so that's that way. So I know we said julienne carrots, but I've run out of carrots. So let's just have a look at the large grate and whether that could be julienned as a julienne. Okay, it's not bad.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So I'm just going to hold this up. So there we go.
Just spread them out a bit, Dale.
So I'm not sure how, you can see my cut finger. I'm so sorry about that, everybody. But
That's really good.
yeah, so I imagine that the carrot would be the same. Yeah, sorry, I ran out of carrot. Is that okay? Yeah, I was thinking do it sideways, and then chop it with a knife. But I actually think that that's probably julienne. So who was it that asked?
Katrina.
Yeah. So how many blades are there is the question from Kerry. So I just want to show you. Yeah, so you can see that's what it looks like. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's and Catherine always puts them in the freezer for smoothies. Yes. So that's the large grate. So yeah, I actually think that's. Tell me what you think. Do you think?
I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed by that.
Okay, so I've popped that down. Now there was another question. I missed it. What was it? There's something else I had to do.
Blades?
Oh, how many blades? Yep. Okay, so I'll show you this again. So we've got this one blade. Can I hold up the side of the blade? Okay, so this side here, you won't be able to see, but it's actually got on it that it slices. So when we've got this side facing up, it's going to slice. When we have this one facing up, it's going to grate. So basically, so this says, yeah, so basically it tells you which way. You've got two blades being grate and slice, and then you've got fine or thick, depending on whether the blade is on reverse or whether it's on forward. So yeah, so that's how it works. And then, like I've said, your bowl stays nice and clean, so it's not like you have to wash up a heap of things. And I'm just going to pop the lid on my Thermomix. My Thermomix has done a fabulous job for us today. And if there's not any more questions, I think I will say goodbye till next week. If you do want to host a cooking experience and get hold of the cutter, then, and yes, it will work with the TM5. And it's all dishwasher safe, but really you just need to rinse it. It's pretty easy to clean. It takes 2 seconds. Yeah, so if you do want to host a demo, you just have to register first using the link that Brett's put in for my Sunday cooking experience, which is on at 6:30, and then invite 2 friends to the cooking experience and just make sure they come, because if the buggers don't come, then you miss out because it just won't work. Yeah, and it is a Zoom meeting, so we do need to register. Okay, so wonderful. Oh, wow. So England, apparently they've got a cutter function now on, so they don't even have to remember which is thin or which is thick. So that's great. Love it. So that's really good. Okay, so if you want to see me again on Sunday, I would love to see you and 2 friends. But until then, bye for now. Thank you, Shabana. Bye, Sally. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.